Hey everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the last run. We got Mushy here for the next run on Super Mario, and without further ado, I will let him go. Take it.
Hello guys, it is Moshi indeed, and let me bring you back into the world of Mario ROM hacks with a pretty nice story. So imagine the following. Once upon a time there was a cute little ROM hack released, or pardon me, there was a cute big ROM hack released, as you will be able to see together with me in a little bit. And yeah, it definitely lived up to those adjectives. Had a ton of content, it's 50 stars, but it also had a bunch of problems, because it looked amazing, there was some amazing gameplay, but there was some, let's say the community dubbed them design choice stuff into this game. And over time, there were a lot of complaints, there were certain complainers which really did their job pointing out each and every single flaw in the game, and guess what? I made these. I made a ton of those complaints. And the creator of this ROM hack, ZeroCon14, as the Toto chat, actually took them to heart and decided to update the game one day, like 1 year later after the release, with a bunch of quality of life changes, making this pretty recommendable to play. So today I'm here to give the game justice that I never gave it until now, and turn the whole game onto this marathon to show it some love instead of the hate that happened all over this time. So hopefully this has been a nice intro story, and hopefully this is the final time during the run where I mentioned the design choice aspect of this game. So indeed, without any further ado, as Kraka said, hopefully I get into the run showcasing what this game is all about. So do we have countdowns or stuff like that?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, I'm eating the mic apparently. Let's see. Is this a little bit better? Sorry for that, guys. Really sorry. I'm not gonna do the intro again, but yeah, let's see. What does the chat say about that? Yes, better? Oh, okay. Very good to know. More on level with hosts. Good to know it's better. Bon appetit. Oh god. Yup. Not only the marathon itself has problems, but yeah. Thank you. I'll try to have a good run. Yep.
I'll just go ahead and count you down from 3.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, this is it. Welcome to Super Mario The Lost Dreams. So, what is in there regarding the lore of this ROM hack? I'm not gonna talk much about it, of course, because Mario games, we are here for moving the man mostly. But in general, Mario went to sleep, so did everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom, which is mostly Toads. And they did go to sleep, but then Bowser came by, and of course decided to steal their dreams and turn them into nightmares forever. So now we're gonna kick Bowser's ass as fast as possible. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, more of the story up there is that I'm already doing a skip just to reach that big turtle guy as fast as possible. Because initially you're supposed to only be able to enter the first course in the game. The first Bowser level takes 8 stars to enter, and there's an intentionally visible wall that you're avoiding on the way to skip it. As well as the unintentional one, which is basically something like a sliver of out-of-bounds collision on the way, and of course that one is that I struggled the most with. So yeah, already in Q1. Let's try the first skip of the run. Okay, it worked, which I'm a little bit surprised by, because yesterday I definitely had some issues in practice. And somehow I didn't get the marathon look just yet, where it goes well in practice and then messes up during the marathon. So yeah, a bunch of haunted castle rooms. If you've watched Super Mario 64, or especially Super Mario World runs, then you know what this trope of a level is about. Much of the same story here. Also, fake walls and like paintings you can go through, which also give us the first star in the run. Yeah, previously this was quite a castle to find, of course in this latest version of the game and update. There are some coins to indicate that you can go through the wall, and you should, so not a big deal. Now we just continue with the rest of the level, there's not much to go. We're already gonna be fighting the big old man. Can you turn desktop audio up a bit? That's weird, or no it isn't, but yeah, one moment. We have a cutscene here, so I should be able to. Hopefully this is better, if not then I can turn it up again. The game isn't quite enough. Oh, come on. Game is also quiet on my own end, but, well, audio setups. Some of the stream stuff that I never get right, gotta say. And about gameplay stuff that you never get right, here's Bowser Trolls. Because, surprise, surprise, this is a Bowser fight. Yep, I will already be losing time as I missed the Bowser Troll. That's what usually happens in Mario runs. So, excuse me, this is not supposed to be Bowser. In this game, this is supposed to be the Dusk Lord. Again, Stealer of Dreams, Bringer of Nightmares. Looking very dark today. Especially with his Dark Blue minions and Haunted Chairs and everything like that. In short, every boss fight in this game is gonna be like that. And, yep, might be pretty tough for casuals. And the difference is usually in nowhere to step as to not trigger too many enemies at once. So that was in the ghost house, now we have the first key and we don't need to worry about that ever again. Now, thanks for watching, goodbye, that was a great run. I hope you enjoyed. We killed Bowser, there's nothing else to do. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, we have some more stars to get, so let's actually go to course 1 as intended. Bowser throwing, absolutely. Well, there are some more text boxes with war that I'm going to be aggressively skipping during the run. As the more important part of the content is over here anyway. Speaking of content, Womp killing. That's also content for sure. Great movement, man. This starts just amazingly right now. Anyway, yep. 100 coins, pretty typical. Also with this type of level, is basically just go around the level, kill everything possible and step on every possible place to get the red coins especially. And that will be it for the main introduction to Toy Pow's Playground. Here's some wall kicks also. Yep. Bullying the Swabman. Yep. We've been doing this all the way since 1996, so some things never change, unfortunately. The bad thing about that is that, well, the Slabmen have a lot of money, so unfortunately capitalism speaks here. Okay, that's pretty bad, and there's the first real death of the run. Definitely a real one with 49 coins. That's nice. I did fall basically right in the hands of the Chucky after all. So yeah, Server says in the chat, I will repeat this, I can mention this a couple more times during the run. For 50-star run, this one is quite long, because you can see the estimate is 130, that's basically almost 2 minutes per star. Some of the stars in this game really deserve it. Like, it's small on star count, but some of the stars in this game are Super Mario Galaxy length, no exaggeration. And speaking of Mario games, this game also takes some big inspiration from games like Super Mario 64 DS and Sunshine, which you will be going to be able to recognize a little bit later in the run. As for now, this is more of an original level, yet if you want more like it, you can go check out some of the courses in Super Mario Star Road, another pretty popular ROM hack. And you can also find the toy level in there, and feel like a kid again. Holy shit, I don't think it's even RNG at this point, the Chuckhead just knows where to go. Unlike me. But yeah, anyway, out of that danger zone, here's some wall kicks for the blue coins. Yep. The game also has a ton of little details that were already there at the start of the game though, such as this like sand collision that makes you so that you cannot jump too high under the thwomps, which is a nice little touch to the effect of them just stomping on the same place forever. Okay, somehow I managed to get all of the Womp coins there, even though I was pretty slow on the ground pound. We're skipping some button action and stuff like that. And here's the basically most dangerous area of the level, with the chain jump and the fires. Why did they make the wall jumps look weird, champ? That's a good question. That's a good question. If Zerocom is around in the chat, he could probably explain that. Chucky'd, yep. Definitely it. And here's a little glitch here, so Stardance cutscenes are kind of slow, so we try to avoid them at any means possible. And certain chasm or objects patches, such as node blocks or their imitations in this ROM hack, which are those springboards, allow us to do just that. Because basically they set Mario's state to double jump state without checking what state he is already in. So that allows for little skips like that. At least arrested you for robbery and maybe murder. quite possibly. At the end of the run, I think there will be a lot of robbery and murder. After all. Okay, so let's just bring it with the skips again. Yep, there's supposed to be an invisible wall there preventing you from doing just this, but it doesn't quite do the work. This keeps a pretty annoying maze in the bottom interior part of the level, so I'm glad this is here. Yeah, after the 100 coins, most of the stars are going to be more of a quick deal. And we will eventually get through the rest of the level that I didn't get to showcase while circling around it for the, well, coin stars. So up next, I'm just gonna try to get one of the more annoying tricks out of the way. That's just a different way of saying I'm pretty bad at those, even though it's kind of customary for speedruns. And that's a bomb clip. And I did it first try, which is pretty good. If you want it to be even faster, you can try to do it against one of the perpendicular walls from the moment you're facing the bomb, but the diagonal is the more safe way to do it, even though it takes a little bit more to get into position. And I got a big bomb without actually making it fully explode, so it's pretty good that I managed to do that and get pushed through the walls. So now to celebrate this, I'm also going to switch it up a little bit and immediately collect a 3-star. Watch me fail on it. Okay, I didn't. Yep. The annoying thing with some objects like the springs themselves is that you can set them to different speeds in ROM hacks, and that also means that each creator will use them for a different purpose, and they will usually not tell the players whether they need to hold the direction, which you can also do while going off of those springs, or if they need to stand still for the best effect. Because sometimes you don't hold the direction, you will die because the spring doesn't have just enough oomph to it. Sometimes you hold the direction, you're probably bonking into a wall and into your death. Pretty annoying, but you learn to deal with it, especially in speedruns. Levels of the scope that this has, I really like. If you mean the teaming also with the toys and everything, then that for sure. That as well. So here's another spring. Yeah, this one doesn't matter because it's above save ground, but yeah, just beware if you're playing more of those. Little triple jump wall kick skip. And that's the panel star. Okay, I am going to let one design choice story be heard over here. So in previous updates of this game, for some unknown reason, and I think I've been saying for the longest time that it's intentional, but that's fucking stupid to say, to be honest. For some unknown reason, those panel stars would not be available if you're not on acts 1 or 6. So technically I would be able to get it with this current run, no matter what. But like the panels would be there most of the time. No, all of the time, but the star wouldn't be there most of the time. So it just wouldn't spawn and you would think that you're missing something. But yeah, not quite. You just couldn't get it. Yeah, that about that. Those stuff happens sometimes. Something that also happens is lava bounces. And here's another boss. This is really the first one you're supposed to see. You're not supposed to see the big bad Bowser immediately. Or, excuse me, the Dusk Lord. Here's the Dusk Womp instead. One of his most loyal minions. And speaking of loyal minions, more Dark Boosts, and especially more Heave Holes. So this is basically a dance with death and fire, trying to avoid being heave holed into the lava. And trying to avoid being squished too much. Also the Womp has 5 hits, because why not? That's how you make a boss harder. But it's not a big deal if you know how to, yeah, phase through him to deal the hits. More so scale. Yep, scale with actually fitting the content in there. Okay, so now I'm returning to the first level. You might ask yourself a little bit why. You have 8 stars, one of them was in the Bowser level. You have 7 stars in this level. Everything should be fine, right? But, well, this game does indeed have more content than meets the eye. If the bomb clip was a little bit too fast for you a little bit earlier, here's me attempting to do another one, and basically failing. Except it's fine because this wall is so thin that it doesn't matter. Yeah, that bomb clip is pretty easy, if only because of the wall being so thin. So basically I phased into this warp block section, which leads you into a secluded area of the level with some extra challenge. And this awards you the 8 star in the level, which also places you in a different place in the overworld, so now I have to walk a bit. But that's fine. Right on the other side of the first course, It's time to go into this cavern, which for some reason will take us to the beach. Anyone like beaches? Not me, that's for sure. Except in this game. And you might be able to recognize this one. I think it's one of the pretty popular beaches of all time. With amazing music as well, if I might mention. So we're just not gonna cut our sack on the skips. Here's something else here. Where I'm just gonna try to completely destroy Star 1 and clear. Beach episode. Or a few, absolutely. Yep, that's the mandatory like summer or Hawaii special. Watermelon episode, that can also do. Yeah, more of the story, this is probably what I would call the best course in the game. Which is more of a compliment despite the fact that this is just taken from Sunshine, if you couldn't recognize it. And like previously it was called Sun Cream Beach, which I liked quite a lot, but for some reason one of the many changes of the latest version of this game is that he renamed basically all of the courses back to, well, more generic stuff. So this became Gelato Beach, which it is, but that doesn't do it any favors. Okay, so I tried another pretty big, as far as the run is concerned, skip over here and failed. Hopefully I can get more speed the second time. I have a history of usually failing this skip at least once before getting it, so not surprising. Where is your fan service? Good question. Unfortunately, I don't think we get to see Mario naked, and the enemies are not really that interesting, so yeah, pretty unfortunate. Okay, there's the skip. Basically, you need a little bit of speed, because the wall is basically a really steep floor instead, so those are pretty thin on the collision. That combined with the water allows you to do some pretty nice wall clips and skips of that kind of nature. But it still takes a little bit of effort. It's not entirely free. I'd post this weekend mode if I could for the fan service. Oh well. Too bad that you don't have one. Yes, it would be pretty fitting. And I mean, so much for the summer episode. Again, I like summer within video games if it's done well. But like outside it's pretty hot right now, so yeah, most of you can probably relate. Get over here. Yeah, 100 coins again, we're going on an adventure. It's free content for the ROM hack, and yeah, you gotta put some effort to pull it off well. 100 coin star, but I think this game has done enough in this regard. Like, sure, you need to go around the entire level, but there's a lot of stuff to do with it, so it's never really boring per se. Maybe only a little bit tedious at times, but it could be much worse. So, yep, we're killing those, whatever those enemies are called. I don't know if they're taken from Sunshine, quite probably. They're just Uyghurs as far as Super Mario 64 is concerned. And by the method of killing them, they're more like giant Goombas even. Also indicated but by how you ground pound you get 5 regular coins out of them. Fun fact, such enemies would drop a blue coin in vanilla, so that it would be easier. You would get the 5 coins immediately from one source. Initially in this game, such enemies would drop 4 yellow coins instead for some reason. Like, instead of 5, it was just 4 coins, which that was reverted back to 5 in version 1.2. So yeah, basically this is me doing the propaganda saying, please play this game, but if you do play it on the latest update, you will save yourself a lot of hassle. And it is a pretty recommendable game when you get to doing that. So yep, just killing the local population of everything over here before I head off for the red coins. Literally thought you were playing Super Mario Sunshine for a second. Oh, don't worry, that's a common feeling. That's not gonna be the only one in the run too. You're gonna see something like that a little bit later as well. But yes, for everything that it's worth, right now I am playing Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, maybe not right now with the red coins. I think this red coin section is original, or at least doesn't entirely look like copy-pasted from Sunshine. But potato potato. We are in the beach episode after all. I always miss this red coin. Damn it. But at least I remember this time, by the coin count. Then I look closer at the graphics. Fair enough. Yeah, as usual, I will not be doing really any service fan or other type by playing ROM hacks on what people would call proper graphics plugins. No, I'm playing on good old Jabo because at least it's the old reliable, as you would say. Mario committing mass murder for money? Yep. That's basically the entire economy of Mushroom Kingdom. So, it's like endorsed. I'm only doing whatever I'm told to do at this point. I mean, why should they award stars for it if it isn't a good thing? Okay, so I totally forgot what I need to do next, but that's fine because I kind of have an idea of what I didn't do still in the level. So here's something that makes this level objectively better than the real Gelato Beach. Super Mario Sunshine runners wish they had stuff like that. That bonk obviously. Yeah, that bonk obviously is what I mean. So yeah, those lower platforms, whoever has played Sunshine might be able to remember from having to kill some annoying enemies onto them so that they face the right way and they can destroy whatever the hell is plaguing the top of that tower. Over here, no, you just take the door and take an inside section to climb up the tower, or you can just do what I did instead. It's not really difficult, you just have to land the triple jump. And boss fight. Yeah, one per level. This one would be the... Yeah, this one is actually just an angry Uyghur. Actually same as the war in the vanilla game. Uyghur is angry and is also huge for some reason, so he's very aggressive and he's going to try to attack us. Especially with his minions of Dark Boost. Except he's still pretty useless. And so now he finally remembers, oh wait, I'm supposed to be small and I feel sleepy. And it's this star which is to blame. Yep. Mario War is just amazing. Gotta give it to it. Like, we go lengths and widths to justify that moving the man and collecting the stars, basically. Okay, so we didn't have enough of a beach episode, I feel like. And by beach episode I mean Koopa Shell, because that's usually the maximum punctuation of a summer level in Mario 64. Or a water level, if you will. So here's the Koopa Shell mission where we finally get to have fun with the level after the 100 coins. That's a joke, the rest of the level was pretty fun. And you just scoot through the panels. Mario is a war criminal. Yeah, but I don't think that's anything new, so... Yeah, I think we're pretty desensitized to this fact at this point. Koopa Shell episode? Absolutely. And now let's see if you did your homework. Guess what's left in the level? That's right, it's star number 8 in the warp block, with the extra side area challenge. So why do I do these last? Usually it's not important what you do, what order you do most stars of the level in. But this one is important to do last, because again, it places you in a different area at the end. So that does influence the overworld movement when you get out of a level. And usually, no, in all of the 4 cases of the main courses of this game, the fastest thing to do is to get this star last. Usually it also involves the biggest possibility for a time loss, or at least coins notwithstanding, because course 1 happened. But otherwise, yeah. This one is don't fall in the water, because you wouldn't be dead, but you would sure have lose a lot of time to swimming. Okay, that was a pretty sketchy long jump, because I was basically hitting the corner at that point of that platform. And by the way, that's a gold split. Despite the failures of the skip, that's a gold split, holy shit. Okay, that's 2 out of the 4 main courses done. That's enough of this content in the game, I would say. So here's something else. Remember when we got the first key in the run? If you don't worry, it was like 20 minutes ago, you're excused. But yeah, it's time to go to the night time. Fun fact, in the night it's usually also colder than during the day, so this is also very good for getting away from the summer heat. I like it. Any night gangers in chat? Okay, that probably sounded way longer than it needed to be. That sounded way... not entirely appropriate enough. God damn it. Yeah, anyway, besides that, I goofed up because you're supposed to come here with a metal cap. How do I walk the metal cap, you say? By going to the correct place in the maze. Okay, here's some nice momentum jumps that I don't even need to spend effort on. And here's another fun fact. You can press cap switches underwater for some reason. By press I just mean touch it and it's pressed. You don't need to land on it, you don't need to ground pound it. It's just already working. Night will always be better than day. Yeah, there we go, that's what I mean. There's the metal cap. There's the switch. Now let's try to be cool. Yeah, we're gonna meet this metal cap in a little bit towards the bottom, I think. Where are you, fam? Okay, there we go. Okay, so hopefully with this metal cap I can perform a little bit of a skip. That's not the skip, though it looks pretty dope. Okay, I think I just did the thing correctly, but didn't go in the correct room for this skip. And I forgot my movement. Okay, yeah, here's a fun fact. In this level, apparently there's either sand or snow collision. Basically the type of collision that makes you get stuck in the floor whenever you fall from enough of a distance. Instead of taking fall damage, you would take a moment to get stuck in the floor like that. This is preventable even in such terrain levels, if you have a specific type of collision type on your floor surfaces, but that's getting a little bit too nerdy for this run. That's not important for the test, so we can skip it. Speaking of skips, another door skip. Yep, those are fun. I don't exactly know what's into them, but it has to do something with the water and the wall collision between land and water. So that's one of the stars. At this point I think I'm losing time, even though the other star is pretty quick if I do the skip correctly. Yep, this level is kind of tough to go fast in. Maybe because it's a water level with metal caps. Yeah, I think I haven't addressed it, but honestly gotta mention that Mario looks pretty sharp in the metal cap suit. Which is definitely one of the things improved from vanilla. That's for sure. Okay, waiting a little bit for the metal cap. Gonna trigger the water thingy now. And hopefully that was all enough. Because here's the second door in the level. This one might be a little bit difficult to find if you've been after the first door and suddenly you don't know where to go, because this level is a little bit of a maze. But that's fine. I know what to do, at least today I do. So it's important to have metal cap in this tunnel, because otherwise there's currents blowing right against you, preventing you from doing what I just did, which is called walking, by the way. It's pretty impressive. Literally can't tell the difference between these rooms. Yeah, that's the point. So that would be your problem as a casual playing this. And speaking of mazes and DS references, here's one. Here's Vanish Cap, and of course it fits into the Ghost House theme. And what should Ghost Houses have? Well, why? They should have confusing rooms that you don't know how to navigate through. Yeah, so this is literally a door maze. What's the defining property of this door maze? I tried to avoid the fire, but yeah, at least I made it through. Isn't that usually a sewer? I guess so, but I mean, what do I know at this point? Okay, I failed the cool jump. That's an F. Men? Yeah, I can just do this instead. Yeah, DS references, yep. Yeah, so through the door maze you have to choose the correct doors. Not all of them will take you forward. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but basically try to look for the visual difference. For the longest time I didn't even know there's one, so it is pretty subtle. But it makes sense when you're looking for it then. Well, when you already know the answer, of course. Mirror room with some fake red coins. I wonder what they do. Well, I guess we have the time to showcase it, actually. Somehow I missed it. That's pretty good. Today I learned that the warp for this thing is especially small. And lo and behold, I failed, so I'm in the beginning of the level again. I didn't actually fail, but that's the only way to get back in this level. So instead of backtracking, we have some... what's it called again? We have some content repeating, like... yeah, going through the same parts again. And unfortunately the second star in this level is kind of uninspired, because it's a bull painting you use the Vanish Cap for. But at least it finishes the level at this point. And that leaves us with one more cap to get, and then we will have the Grand Slam of the 3 caps in Mario 64. It's time for Wing Cap. And you know what Wing Cap means? Well, it means flying, of course. If you guessed that, then congratulations. With some pretty banger Sonic 3 music, gotta say. So, same story as in the other levels, basically. Just gonna go through the red coins, get another star on the way, eventually. Gonna walk the Wing Cap real quick, and gonna use and abuse it immediately. Can't all be winners! That's true. So, what this level has a lot of is definitely flying around, which is an upgraded version of the vanilla level. Nothing screams Mario more than Sonic music. In Mario 64 ROM hacks it really is Toho music, but I get what you mean. Yeah, like Touhou and Sonic are the top two soundtracks that you get to listen to when playing Mario ROM hacks. Why? I don't have any better idea than you, honestly. I guess they just kinda sound well, which is especially the case for this one. But yeah, so far, I'm going to say it. It's gonna become false in a few splits anyway, but I'm going to say it right now. This run is going pretty okay right now. Except for the big deal in course 1, basically. Yes, this is the place to go. Won't jump for safety, basically, even though I take fall damage. Not a big deal, though. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of this, shooting around the level with cannons. And all things like that. Don't jinx yourself too late, mate, I already did it. Don't worry, it's not even the middle of the run mathematically wise, because I don't even have 25 stars. Yep. Okay, this is possible to happen, and yeah, it seems that I already jinxed myself in that regard. That's not the biggest deal still, though, because as I was saying, stay... like, look forward for the second part of the run. Look ahead to that. Because the mess-ups around here in those levels are nothing just yet. There's way bigger ones later on. Jinx strats, let's go, yep. At this point I'm literally throwing for content, even though it's only 1/3 of the timer so far. And about half of the run. So yeah, basically the second half of the stars, again star count wise, has some of the longest stars in the run, some of the hardest stars in the run with the most content without checkpoints or without stopping and just having to not die in general. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing, fams. You saw the calm part of the run so far. Jinx yourself towards PB? I would say that's still not impossible, even with those mistakes we saw so far. There are still some time saves, provided that the second part of the run goes well. That's kind of the big gambit here. Because the second part of the run going well is... it's not a free thing at all. I do have time saves in some parts which didn't go well, but we'll get there. So here's a star. Do not grab it, please. Yeah, somehow please know that you should not grab this star. Because this is the second star in the level, this is the not red coins basically. And this one does take you out of the level, so the progress will be deleted. Red coin stars can be set to not do that, because... well, easily can be set to not do that. Of course, you can do everything in Mario 64 if you're an epic ROM hacker like Kaze, or nowadays many others with decom, but that's a sidetrack. Anyway, point is, the easy way to set a red coin star to not take out of the level is to set it to the special type that you see in vanilla SM64, which is the red coin stars in Bowser levels. Reminder that those don't take you out of the level. And that way you get one red coin star per level, which keeps you in that level. That could be used to combine 2 stars in one go, which is about what I'm doing right now. Swag roll out at the end with all that wing cap speed, and we're out of wing cap. That was a minute of time loss, but we don't need to talk about that. Okay, so here's an intermission area. We saw some of this for a few seconds when I got the extra stars in the main levels. And here's a bunch of text boxes, which explains basically the whole lore of the ROM hack. So again, basically Bowser as the Discord infiltrated the sleep of people, especially Mario and Toads. And this Toad over here is the special one, called Miles for some reason, who kind of indicates throughout the text boxes during the game that something is going wrong and Mario has to go collect the stars and beat the big bad enemies. And yeah, okay, I didn't really rehearse my knowledge of the story in this game, but yeah, usually I don't find it important, even though I'm one of those weird people who usually read text boxes during ROM hacks. Red coin, please. Yep. Pretty thick forest, considering the trees in Mario 64. And this here is another intermission area. It's a little bit like an overworld, a little bit not, called Mountain of Serenity. And rest assured that it lives up to its name, especially with what is coming up next. It's time for something juicy up next. Visual novel star. Yep. Absolutely. And then the viewer. Yep, I didn't split, which is great. Congratulations, you skipped some text boxes. Yep. That's what toads are useful for in this game, and that's about it. So here's the second Bowser stage, where we're going to get another key from. As you can see, a lava layer, which is objectively one of the deadliest things over here. So I'm gonna concentrate here for a tiny little bit as I prepare a skip. I bet you won't find out what it is. Hopefully that's proper. That's right, it's time for exactly one BOJ. And this is usually how it fails. So we might be here for a while due to this. This skip is the best way to go through the level, it basically skips the entire level, so I will be trying it a couple of times, but it's also quite dangerous for reasons like this. You can mess it up in multiple ways, this is the kind of common one, so you might as well get to see more BOJs out of the same BOJ spot. More of the story is we have to hit that lava wall without creeping through the wall and into out of bounds. That's what we want to happen. That would be great time for donations if this run had, or not this run, but this marathon had donations. Okay, can I actually save this? Okay, no, I don't think I can't. Ah, shame. Yep, it is a little bit finicky, so you will always be at a risk when doing this. But again, this is basically a replacement skip for another skip, which is way worse and is more into the level. And of course it skips doing the actual level, because we don't want to see Bowser levels in their entirety, when it can be helped. Like, I guess we're actually lucky with the stars in those levels. Because if there was red coins in these levels for stars instead of the stars that already exist in this... Okay, there we go! Yes! There we go. That's one of the biggest skips in the run solved, so to say. Now don't die to the eyeball, it's incredibly free. It's not even a boss fight, it's just here for the formality. So yeah, this is the star in the level. As I was saying, if this was red coins instead, we would probably be in trouble in this category, aka unable to use the skip. But yeah, there we go. And this thing over here conveniently warps me to the end of the level, really. Because you're supposed to get to the end of the level and with that we can backtrack a little bit. But instead... Surprise, surprise, it's a Bowser fight. Featuring Bowser. aka the Duskworld, you know, if you read the story of this game. I won't judge you if you do, so yeah, be my guest with that. I'm gonna take extra safety measures as usual, trying to... well, this is fine. This is actually pretty good. All positioning things... I keep thinking that I grab the tail. Okay, this is not good anymore. Bowser, don't be a dick challenge. Unfortunately, he failed. Oh wait, that's close to the other bomb. I swear. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, if you wonder if I cheated, or if I did some magic to grab Bowser there, no, this is basically glitchy Bowser ledge grab. So what the developers did in the game, this also works in vanilla, works in all other ROM hacks where you can grab Bowser. If you touch Bowser's tail, then a flag gets set that this happened, but it doesn't get reset as Mario moves out of range and tries to do something else, or doesn't face Bowser exactly, or doesn't touch the tail exactly. Like, it's a flag that gets set once and then basically doesn't get reset, at least I think until Bowser does some other action. So, moral of the story is, you touch Bowser's tail, you go in front of him, so you are sufficiently in range. You fail mildly the same position, so you would grab his tail if you were in a position to actually do that. And you press the button, and he magically appears in your hands already. There are stars in your eyes, singular. Damn it. This is the wrong level, by the way. Though I guess we can do that. Yeah, it appears that I like pain, because this level is definitely a doozy. And yeah, I'm already going for it. Yeah, there's no reason not to go for this level, except that it sucks. So what's up with it? Well, as you can see, it's the inside of a pyramid. And I will invite you to guess where this is going. Will be the easiest start of the level, as it's basically just a wing cap check. Like, we will do a little flying, and that will be it for this star. I'm gonna take it extra safe by going over here. Watch me bonk on the wall. I didn't. That's good. And yeah, that was it for the free. restarting the level. Everything else over here will get some emotions out of me. Probably. I'll try not to rage, but we'll see. Fuse cameraman. Yeah, that's also the thing. You need to finagle with the camera a whole lot, because the interior level usually means walls collide with the camera. Even though this is the 8-directional parallel Akitu camera, with Aguap additions on it, because shoutouts to Aguap, of course. But yeah. Even that doesn't help when you have to face the walls. Oh, dropping frames. Well, I guess it's that time of the run, huh? And that time of the day. Shame. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be back in a little bit. That's usually what happens with my internet at the place I currently am. Which is basically some dips in the middle of the stream, where the quality just drops to 4 kilobits per second. It's better than the stream just completely dying, which, if you haven't been around and don't remember, is what happened to me last year in the Another Mario Adventure run. I kind of believe that this kind of, well, killed the interesting parts of the Another Mario Adventure run, because there was a lot of interesting things going on, but among me sucking at the game, there were also those internet problems, so you didn't get to see the entirety of the run properly. Over here, though, don't worry. TLDR, I'm collecting 100 coins in this level, and I'm just going around the whole level. But it's really the more boring parts, I would say. I just got crushed by a Grindel, that's great. Wait, no, this one is actually called Spindle because it spins. Technical difficulty strike yet again. Yeah, that's kind of common with me especially, but we might be back in a little bit. Careful not to actually get crushed by the Grindels. And talk to a flower. Now, those flowers are all around the place. And they replace the pinball bombs, basically. Including for walking cannons. Yeah, for some reason you talk to flowers and you unlock the cannon that way. Okay, with 70 coins, it's about time to take it off. Marathon curse. Yeah, I hope the entire run is not entirely dead. Could you guys please give me an indication in the chat that you at least hear me? Because again, I don't really care if the 100 coins here don't get seen. I do care though if the entire stream is down or something. Though, I don't know what to do about it either way. It's just, I don't know, shitty luck or something. Also, to be honest, I didn't expect to still be here at the time of this run. I expected to be home, but that didn't happen, so yeah, whatever. Super Slideshow 64. Wait, really? Is it a slideshow or is it just a bunch of pixels? I'm a little bit scared because I'm not hearing anything from the chat right now as a response to me. Did it actually manage to turn into a slideshow? Because if we are in radio mode, at least I can say, hey, I'm just doing the final jumps to getting the 100 coin star over here. I'm gonna be able to skip the blue coins apparently. Yep, okay, thank god. Then we still have part of the run going. Hearable. Yep, so I just collected the 100 coin star with this. Basically by taking the appropriate rooms. Because at the end of this level, going towards this next star that I'm going to get with the hundreds. Basically we have a pick between the left room and the right room. It is a pick your poison, because both paths lead to the star. And the right room is just easier, and also has a bunch of coins from enemies, which I managed to use. Here decently well, the run is slideshow. Well, I hope it fixes itself quickly enough. Okay, what could I do in the meantime that is boring? Oh, I know! I can do the Bob-omb fight. Which is also going to save me like 3 seconds in total over the rest of the stars in the level. This is not the place, yep. I'm totally not failing wall kicks right now. God damn it. Well, that was drift. No, what the hell, this is a Snuffit. Yeah, anyway. Yep, I'm doing the boring climbing right now so that you don't necessarily have to see it later. And I'm approaching the big bomb guy. Same story as earlier, surprisingly. Just like the Dusk Bomb is one of Bowser's minions, together with his own minions commanded to... Internet is back? Oh, well now since this dip happened and it's basically the middle of the run at this point, I hope it doesn't happen again. That's all I can say. Welcome back, guys. You missed some coins and some getting to over here, but I assure you, you didn't miss the interesting parts of this run. Nope, we still have those to go. It fixed you once you went out of the pyramid. That's true, I guess. Okay, I got hit by fire, which is a free time loss at this point especially. But alright, there isn't good internet in the pyramid. That's true. That's true. Alright. Okay, so boss is down, coins are down. Might as well get back to business in the main level. Might as well tell you more about it. So, you probably weren't able to see, but I did not collect the 100 coins with the red coins in this instance. Now, why is that? Well, because the red coins, just like a number of other things in this level, fucking suck. What does that entail? That I shouldn't really grab the wing cap because I'm not supposed to? Like, what the hell? But, yeah, I guess I could have it anyway. Yeah, it's a reflex at this point. The fact that I'm able to get the wing cap and use it to get to the other parts of the level. But where you actually need to go for the red coins is over here. Yeah, so why is it a problem to get the 100s with the red coins? Well, the red coins are only 16 coins added in this level anyway. In said version 1.2, which makes the game good. And as you can see, over here we have a lot of waiting for cycles. A lot of running around in circles. Yep. Red coins sure are in their dedicated area. But that doesn't mean it's quick to do them. There are minor hiccups though, still occasionally freezing. I'm not sure what I could say to that. Really, I'm not really a specialist in many things about computers, sadly. Maybe just a little bit of game programming, but that's as far away from hardware and internet as possible, so oops. So yeah, the red coins, when you get here, are pretty quick, but they are as far out from the rest of the level as possible. As you can see, we are above the main room right now. And you're not getting here for any other reason, the red coins. Which is why just get them separately and get more stuff on your way. Especially that cannon. Like very conveniently in the middle of a lot of coins, unlike the red coins. But I guess I made my point already, so I should stop talking about it. Okay, do I need to go over here? Most likely not. Let's go this way instead. Yeah, we have 3 stars to go, and honestly, yeah. Took the fall damage, but that's fine. Because you can land on the railing there and skip having to wait for those guys to transport you. And here's quite literally what this star is all about, because it is called Cannon and Vanish Cap. I think the content is self-explanatory at this point. Okay, that's pretty scary, but I think that bomb usually doesn't kill you. Still though, you're landing into this out of a cannon shot, so there's not much you can do about it. But it's still one of the safer moments in the level. I blame Wolsk. Good idea. But no, Wolsk is pretty based for all the stuff he's doing for this marathon, so I couldn't. And this is code speak for I'm contractually obligated, as runner of this marathon, to not blame Wolsk. Yep, that's about it. Okay, so here's the high room. It's something like the thing we saw earlier, or you didn't get to see quite, but just trust me about it. Except it's longer and a little bit more fun. And you can also skip more of it over here. Now you just go up and it's basically done. You don't need to go around the entire level anymore for it. I said basically done, yep. Straight into the star like a champ. Sonic style, because those speed bumpers are from Sonic after all. I guess it is the better game after all. I think blaming Wolski is fine too. Oh well, if you say so. Okay, so I did a common mistake here. I got all the stars in the level, so I have to get star 8. But by default, you're on Act 1 on the star select screen if you get all the stars in the level. That's just how Mario 64 works. So am I in this case. The little difference, I have to kill the eyeball to press the button here. One of the quality of life changes of version 1.2 is that this red button is pressed so you don't need to come to this room every single time. Once you get star 1 at least, which you're probably not getting first in the level, but that's okay. And I do need the wing cap for this, or not that I need the wing cap, but it helps immensely. Because you will not see me do this middle section of the level legit, not on this version, hell no. Maybe in the previous versions you would, but I'm basically just taking those extra safety precautions with the wing cap here. And here's our warp block section. What's in it? Lots of pits. Because of course it's one of the common tropes in pyramid levels. For some reason. Splice run. Yeah. Not wrong. I just tried to commit Sudoku, but this is not the Sudoku block, so we're just gonna have to not do that. Thank you, Mario. And a hyperspeed triple jump bonk, which doesn't help with anything. It just happens. Because you're not really in the position to hit the block, unless you pull backwards, which I'm not going to do. And now to the level I actually had to go to. At least according to my splits. Again, barely a difference. I don't even know if going to course 4 then course 2 is faster, or the other way around. I guess I just like saving myself from the real pain as much as possible, but this actually was a pretty nice course too. This was a pretty nice pyramid level, save for the internet, but hey, if the internet was the biggest problem, then all fine with me. So, welcome to the White Abyss. Special properties of this level? Finally not a summer level, finally we are into winter. Looks like a Team Fortress 2 jump map. Not wrong, I guess, though I wouldn't be able to tell, because I'm not proficient in video games. In any case, I want to hear it from the winter gang in chat. Everyone who is winter over summer guy, or gal, or whatever, please say something. And please make it wild, because holy shit, I cannot understate how good it is to be playing this cool winter level in the middle of the summer, while we are dying at 40-degree heats. Yeah, this is the one redeeming factor of this level. Also for it, it looks amazing, because yeah, snow levels with a pinch of extra detail here and there, like on the ground, as you can see. Finally the best season. Yup, that's what I'm talking about. We've waited long enough, but here it is. It's totally not 6 months away from us in the best case scenario, copium. So yeah, best season, lots of detail. What else is there to say about the level? Well, as you can see, I'm already collecting the 100 coins, and this time it is basically mandatory. Because there's a butt ton of coins in the lower sections of the level. Plus, Star 1 is called Get to the Checkpoint. Yes, this is pretty much like a mountain checkpoint. And it used to be over here, by the way, which is why there's a camp with the fire. Pretty nice little detail. Well, big detail at this point, because the scale of this level is just huge. And yeah, moral of the story is you're basically doing a mountain climb. You could probably compare it to the summit chapter in Celeste, or probably the entirety of Celeste at that point. It's that long. And those stars you will get along the way will give you some checkpoints so that you don't need to repeat the entirety of the level every single time you enter and go to a higher section of the level. I sure hope the stream doesn't freeze. Haha, okay, that's a good pun actually. Good pun and a good reference. I'm just terrible with taking in puns, but that one sure was fine. Yes, dude, winter is the hacking best. Yup. Winter propaganda rise up. 84 coins should be... okay, 82 even. Coins should be enough. So yeah, avoiding the star over there for the time being. And risking it for the biscuit. Which is the 100 coins in this case. So this is a red coin. This is not a red coin. Hello there, Moneyback. Nice to see you. You're a great companion, and also fuck you. Okay, so a little trick over here. I hope you remember this one from earlier. Start then skip using the node block bumper kind of thingy. And with the 100 coins, our lower part mission of the level is finished, so I'm getting to the checkpoint. From here we'll be performing quite a lot of stuff in this level. Mario's about to go wild on this mountain climb. His name is a little bit shorter than Madeline, but the reference should be obvious. Okay, actually I don't think I can tag a Celeste reference to this level. But it's just the sheer length of this level. Yeah, I think I've made the point by now. And the sheer mountain climb. Why am I even coming over here? I'm gonna be here anyway in a little bit, so yeah. Forgetting my routing, let's go! Yeah, feel free to follow me if you wanna see more runs in which I forget my route, especially after running the game once in 2 months and then forgetting about it until the next marathon. Because that I can guarantee you that you're going to see on my channel. Enough self-promotion though, here's this part of the level, which is of course a giant maze carved into the mountain. I think 4 red coins is correct. Yeah, there should be 4 from the maze and then these things over here. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna lose some time, but yeah. That's par for the course, of course. I would gladly call this fly guy manipulation, but it just try to avoid getting hit by the fly guy or the fire. Careful there. 6. No, I am missing a red coin because again, this one isn't. The strats, yep. The strat of forgetting a red coin is definitely a big one. Yep, okay, I forgot that one. It's not the worst thing, because at least I can jump to it. Like so. Yep, of course I forgot about it. That's a lot of wall kicks for just getting a red coin and then screwing off immediately. So, nice firstie. It doesn't really help, but it's swag, so it's good for the marathon. Take a moment, and here we go with the red coins. So yeah, that was pretty long, gotta say. I don't know how long, because even with the splits I'm using right now, I just basically skipped the previous split, so yeah. Or no, I didn't skip the previous split, but I swapped the order of the levels, so of course I had to skip it. But yeah, this sure was long. And we only have 3 stars in the level by far, so let's just keep climbing upwards instead. Sounds like a good idea to me. Had to happen at some point. There's like a skip going up the mountain, but it's kind of boring, and to be honest I didn't quite practice it. And by practice it I mean I don't remember the position from which you should try to do it, so I'm just gonna climb intended. For gore strat, yep. The intended in my speedruns. Here are some more of those platforms, they're pretty cool. And we're going over through the ice lake. Yeah, this level just looks amazing. At this point, I can take the time to mention this much. Like, one thing that this game definitely always had and never really was updated, it was there from the start, it's definitely the graphics. Because I would say this looks pretty cool. Even for Mario ROM hack. Like, obviously there will be the texture seams, there will be the texture quality, where observant people will complain that other games have it better with the graphics. That's true. But for what it is, and what Mario ROM hacks are, most of the things you see in this game are pretty well polished, I would say. Again, also gameplay-wise nowadays. Nice talking. So in any case, do try to play this game, especially if you've played a couple of ROM hacks and want some more. This one, I would say, definitely goes under the radar, so do check it out, Super Mario The Lost Dreams, version 1.2 only. So, yep, if you talk to that flower near the pit I just jumped into, it would say danger, and here's danger. That was a true bully boss fight, and I almost got bullied by the conglomerate of both the bully and the dark boost, which came to be up close and personal. What is a run without someone intended improvisation? That's especially true for marathon runs, yep. Yeah, but isn't that what makes a good runner? Being able to improve on the spot? Actually, no. High-level runners just have to be able to execute the thing correctly, unless the game is pretty RNG, in which case it's more about indeed improvising on the spot. But if you're doing marathon runs, then by all means. Okay, so here's the actual mountain inside. This tempo is quite of a doozy, and I tried to prepare a little bit by jumping, but on those platforms you don't jump. Your jumps have to be prepared, because those platforms, I guess it's a little mentioned fact even when you get to see them, they flip whenever you jump. And I did jump. Coolness. So this is quite literally a throw face moment, if you ask me. So yeah, better work next time setting up without jumping. It's a pretty dumb dead, but I understand. I'm gonna take it slow in this case, and by slow I mean landing on those platforms instead. You can probably skip a better part of this in a better way with low kicks. But I'm leaving that to someone else, to the actual good runners. Fun fact, the world record, which you might or might not see on the screen, I'm not sure how the layout works anymore. That world record I placed there because it is done on the slower version on the game, 1.0 or 1.0, or 1.1 I mean. One of these two. Because these are on the same leaderboard. And then version 1.2, which I'm running on, it has a different subcategory on the leaderboard. I think that's what it was called. And so by virtue of that, I'm technically holding the world record as far as version 1.2 is concerned. But that would just be dishonest to say, because the actual world record is 5 minutes faster on an objectively harder and slower version to run. So yeah, please don't call my run the world record. There's 2 runs with better time than mine on a worse version, so yeah. I could probably improve the... oh fuck. Yeah, so why did I die over here? Well, it's pretty simple. I allowed myself to get to star 6 without actually grabbing the star 6 ever. And this on Act 6 places you back at the first checkpoint of the level. Okay, this is also wrong, but I'm gonna work with it. Yeah, this is moderately fine. Yeah, so basically there's like a hidden star in the level where again you have to take a random door just to the side in the middle of nowhere. And I forgot to take the door. So that's why I will be doing a little backtracking. 10 stars left, yep. Only the big timer is visible. I am not sure what that means, unfortunately. Yeah, so this definitely cost me some time and I probably should have died, but I don't want to die too many times just to forgetting to do things properly. So yeah, here's going back through this section, which I wouldn't have to do if I just pressed left one more time on star select. This is why don't forget to get star 6, otherwise you just incur yourself time losses. Yeah, so star 6 is right over here. From the first checkpoint of the level, this would be like reaching this room immediately. Yup, again it's a door to the right. Didn't check for it? Tough luck, buddy. And the star is called to explore the sanctuary because, well, surprise, surprise. You're not supposed to find it easy. Some more springs, some more bumpers. Yeah, why didn't I just go for that one? Thank God I didn't get buried in the snow. Watch out, the frozen water is extremely hot. Yep. Mario is having so much fun with it. And we hit the 1 hour mark with 41 stars. This is pretty acceptable, I guess. Don't you worry, the estimate says 130 for a reason. My PB is 119, it is beatable, and I don't know if I'm on pace to do that, but I also kind of don't care at this point. As long as I just hit the estimate. Okay, now this time I think I selected the right act. Yes, yes I did. Frostburn. Hey, I think that's a name in a Super Mario Galaxy course. So yeah, this time I'm from the correct checkpoint. Just select star 2 or 3 or 4 to be onto this checkpoint. And yeah, we'll be getting to the box in this level, which is actually extremely easy to find because you just need to take the Vanish Cap and you're just getting there, as we will see in a hot second. But what it isn't extremely easy to do is to get through the section that hides behind it. Welcome to probably the hardest warp block of the run. I don't know what word I just said. I meant hardest. I hope it came out correctly, but I'm not sure anymore, even though it was 5 seconds ago. So yeah, you need to step on those basically iced chocolate bars or blocks, and don't fall down into the abyss. That's about it. If you fail, you just redo the entire level up to that point. The collision actually extends a little bit past the visuals. You can see that if you just try to deliberately go to the front or the back of the platform. So it's not as tight as it seems, but the way I did it is the best way to do it, because then you don't let the ice physics come into effect. And speaking of fast-paced stuff and dying, there's this level. So for some reason even, this level is my kryptonite. Because it's really not that difficult that far in the run. It takes 2 minutes total for 2 stars. But I have the hardest time with it. Always. No exceptions. And I will die in the dumbest ways. Also, TikTok Chaos featuring Deltarune music. I hope you like that. Okay, I went for a triple jump, which at this point probably not even worth it, but hell yeah. And here's the red coins of this level. The point is just to come to this section and grab them. Previously they were panels, but they were changed to red coins to enable the thing I talked about earlier, which is a red coin star that allows you to stay in the level. Because otherwise this level is linear, but again has 2 stars, and it would kind of force you to play the level twice for no good reason. So it's very based of the creator to introduce that change. I'm literally just gonna wait here for the cycle, because I really don't wanna fall off at this point. Have never heard this song before. The world revolving from Deltarune, if you're serious. Of course you might not be serious, but I better be a goof by missing the joke than actually not being helpful. Okay, I barely avoided being propelled out of the level. That's great. And don't you worry about the music stopping. Too bad that it does, but yeah, that's just what happens. And I got some swag. Okay, okay. And that was TikTok Chaos. Could be worse, but could be better given that. Now, this being said though, yeah, I think I should have saved and quitted there actually. All things considered. Because this way I just save only a little bit of time. But it's fine, we can walk. We have some time for walking. Or some cool jump dives, as usual. So finally it's time to get back to the beginning of the game. Actually, who am I kidding? This is not gonna be the beginning. The only thing it's beginning is pain, and the only reason why I said that is because it's the closest thing to the spawn point of the game. It also requires a vanish cap to enter. Then you get into this pipe and then you realize, hey, you need 30 stars to enter this level also. You need to look up to get into the level. Pretty cool stuff, just like wing cap in vanilla. And then here we are. Already bullied 5 seconds into the level. Let's go. Let's hear it for Rainbow Road. Which does exactly this. Bullying you 5 seconds into the level. At least the death was at the start. That's actually true. I could have messed up much later in the level. So, of course, I'm not complaining. In general, with this run, I'm not complaining. It had some stupid stuff going on, but way less than yesterday at least. And yesterday was a horrible dearest, if you don't know. And as for right now, less than usual even, I would say. I wouldn't even claim PB is dead at this point. Because I wouldn't be sure if it is. So here's a little skip. You don't even need to do a node block glitch for this one. The node block actually gives you the required height to get on top of that decoration. And also that decoration is solid, so you can just keep a good portion of the level that way. There's a drawback to this skip though. I'm right in the face of the first red coin. It would be the first in this version. If you're playing an older version, then the red coins start a lot more down into the level. But for doing that, you're skipping over a checkpoint that was added in 1.2. So doing this skip means you're basically going risk mode for the time safe. And I'm sure as hell going risk mode because after getting here and after getting to the red section, we are basically near the end of the level. Okay, I got this wall kick, which the only thing it does is save some time from climbing the pole. Don't get bush out. Yep, that's basically what I'm going for. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start saying this. Thank you. Thank you, not important. I'm gonna make sure to credit you for all of this in future runs. Because here's our blue shell. Yep, it's this swamp. Because at this section of the level, if I don't have enough wise, I like going for this one up, plus the swamp is scary just in general. Also the platforms are blue, I guess we could also call them that. And yeah, if you go on that swamp to get the 1-up, more often than not, you're going to be staying on the slope section of those swamps, because that's how swamp collision works in Mario 64. And that means you're pretty prone to getting your jump eaten, or turning it into a single jump that flies into a pit like I had earlier during the run, without being able to control it, because it's a jump off of a steep slope. That happens, you're basically dead at the end of the level for basically nothing, except that 1-up, I guess. So yeah, that's basically the equivalent of getting bush out, at least for this level. So it's the usual story in this case. It's a pretty long level and you collect red coins along the way, and then finally there's another star for basically getting to the end of the level. Wow, this went so fast I didn't even have time to address these parts of the road where the road just disappears visually every once in a while. It's also pretty annoying, but it's the gimmick of the level. And that's a gold split, by the way, because I also managed to not die in Rainbow Road. GG's, and another save and quit. But can you get a feather? Good question, I don't think I can, which is pretty unfortunate. Maybe we should bully Zeracom into adding a feather to the game in the next update. Just kidding. This game doesn't need any more updates, it's very good as it is right now. And shoutouts to, yep, the creator of this ROM hack for making this ROM hack and then basically giving new life to this ROM hack by updating it the way he did. That's very based of him to do. I should have given an ice warning. I'm sorry for that. A little bit of a white flash over there because of those cool epic graphics. So yeah, 5 left, that's true. There's the 4 left and then the final bars of fight. Or one of the stars that we have left basically counts for 2, so yeah, even though this is an honest mistake, I will take it as a metaphor for what is to come. Yeah, rest assured, those are the 5 most bullshit stars in the run. So, if you're not aware, I'm going into the 3rd Bowser level right now. If you cannot catch the drift just yet, I have called this level on my splits obligatory medley. I hope you will be able to tell why by the end of this level. Though yeah, that's if you're able to have a good look at the screen right now. So, actually, now that I think about it, it's more of the same that we had in the last like 3 splits so far. By the way, trap, don't fall for it. Yeah, it's basically go through the level and get the red coins, and the level is like 5 minutes long, and you can die everywhere on it, and then you lose all the progress, and that's pretty epic. Except for this checkpoint which was added right before the first red coin. Again, pretty based. It's not even the Rainbow Road case anymore, so at least I have some progress saved in the level right now. Oh yeah, also I had a bunch of wives, but we're gonna say goodbye to that because I reset the game, which means I'm back to 4 wives. Why am I mentioning that? It will be pretty important in a little bit. Unfortunately. So moral of the story is I better perform well over here. We can say bye-bye to the Goomba. This mod, yeah, it is quite impressive indeed. Again, it has a lot of content even though it only says 50 stars. Make no mistake, this is probably about as big as other ROM hacks out there which near 100 stars in content. So, yeah. Or, okay, maybe that's a little bit of an exaggerated claim, but in any case, I do want you guys to try this out, so yeah, of course I will say stuff like that. Still, the stars are quite long, so you will probably spend that much time with the ROM hack anyway if you decide to go for it. Mario, that's not where you put the key. Ah, yeah, that's a common issue. Yeah, that's a common thing in ROM hacks, one of the staples, if you will. Usually the second key that you put in the second key door will not match. Why? I'm actually not entirely sure. Maybe proficient hackers in the chat could explain, because this game is pretty well understood at this point, what with decomp and everything like that. But yeah, that thing definitely exists. That's true. Yep, the Rainbow Road, not Rainbow Road, but Rainbow Right maze for red coins. Yeah, if you didn't catch it at this point, this level is basically a medley of a bunch of vanilla Super Mario 64 sections with a little bit of what we saw in this game. Like at the beginning there was the ice section, which I was pretty reckless with, to be honest, with the long jumps. And that was a reference to Bowser 1 in this game. Or maybe that itself is a reference to another Mario game, I'm not sure, but well. If you wonder why I took a lava bounce over there, it's just because I can. Just kidding, it's because the platforms are not trigger-aligned properly to avoid the slight sliver of lava collision in the middle of them. Here's another red coin, and yeah, at this point we are on pace to go and kick Bowser. Because he sucks. And somehow in this run today I don't. So, judging that my PB is about 119, this is not PB pace, just saying. Yeah, at this point I was the right to call this a PB pace, but it is still an okay-ish run pace, I would say. And now I quit. I don't want to beat Bowser today, sorry guys. So what's the deal with that? Well, you have to go through the entire Bowser level and get the Bowser 3 reds, because the final star in the run, basically to brace yourself for it, it's basically the equivalent to Super Mario Galaxy 2's The Perfect Run at the very end of the game. This is this ROM hack's variation of that. Before that though, to be able to access it, of course you need to have all other 49 stars in the game. Only then does the platform spawn. There's no skip for it. It was made especially so that you can only get there with 49 stars, by being an epic gamer. And I mean, the level totally deserves to require this from you. So that thing considered, we are just gonna get the other stars before going there. And one way to do this is going through Goomba's lair as well. You can probably guess the reference at this point. So yep, this game definitely took some inspiration from DS. I guess it's pretty nice that it did that. Even though the first time around when I played this game, it annoyed me to no end. Especially because of the design choices, including Vanish Cap, but whoops, I said design choices. I'm probably gonna have to tip to the donation jar at this point. Yeah, I mean, once you know what to do, it makes sense, but the fact that those doors actually had a visual difference that I couldn't tell at all, and I don't think any reasonable human will actually look at the doors. Yeah, that's something. Okay, so I'm doing those red coins in a pretty weird order. I don't think that's the intended order, but I just literally forgot yet again. But that's also fine, the thing with the order, because I also ended up losing so much health that I need to recover it right now, so here we are. DS moment, yep. So here's all 7 red coins in the level before this one. Which is a very bad idea, because this one is just you asking for trouble if you try to get it this way. Especially with this being the last red coin, I just remembered this little fact. Okay, that was very sketchy. I could probably say a few more times there. No joke. Okay, now I have to get back to that part. Like, enough goofing around. Yeah, like, that was probably pixels away from landing in the lava, because that platform below was also on its period. Or should I say cycle, where it was just entirely under the lava. So, yep. So this is the 1 star in Goomba's lair. If you remember the pattern with side levels in this game, then you will notice that I'm basically dying right now for content. That's not what I meant. But yeah, what I meant is there is a 2nd star in this level. Of course, more of the hidden star of the level. And yeah, I just have to go get it at this point. Which from the start is actually pretty easy. Trying to fill the remaining 15 minutes, are we? Yup, that's for sure. No, actually, the next level we make sure that I do fill the 15 minutes, or at least part of them. But yeah, this is okay pace to at least finish the run on estimate at this point. 1 level remaining, and then a Bowser fight, of course, which is just even more throwing for content, quite literally. Wait. What? Oh, I didn't take the corner properly. I was kinda scared that the platform didn't spawn me with 49 stars. Anyway, welcome. Welcome everyone. If you're impressed with the graphics and music of this ROM hack, then this is the grand finale. This is Cyberwave Trial, and as I said, it's basically the perfect run from Super Mario Galaxy. 4 sections, each with their own different mechanic, or revolving around 1 type of objects, mostly. That doesn't mean that there won't be a whole other host of objects, and also I'm gonna play it safe. There's a skip involving that prism, but I'm gonna skip it. Skipping the skip, yeah, that's a strat. Because frankly, it's quite risky, and for peasants like me, it doesn't save just enough time. So yeah, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna write all of the posts. That's true. I think that's from Galaxy. No, I think there's other noises from Galaxy for sure, but I don't know if this one is. Okay, this part is pretty scary because of the 2 amps. But I made it past it. So yeah, 4 sections by 2 red coins each for 1 star at the end. And this level is like 4 minutes long that way. This was nerfed in version 1.2 also, because it was one of the hardest levels, which is like ballistic difficulty up for no good reason if you ask me. And it was basically nerfed from the perfect run to the ultimate trial or whatever the exact previous star with the not beating the level in 1 HP was called in Galaxy. Because basically now you can die and still be in the level, which means the more lives you have in this level, the better off you are guarded against just game overing to this level, as opposed to just dying and losing the same amount of progress. It also means that, whoops, I died. Time saved from not having to return there. Okay, I dealt with what I would call the like the scariest section of the level, and that even without doing the skip, which is, yeah, kind of a shame on me. So I will try to do the second scariest section of the level. Yep, a pretty big skip to grab this red coin in particular, and then I can just go on with the rest of the level, intended for the other red coin. Cyber world, more like awesome world. Not wrong, definitely not wrong. I mean, this really cranks the visuals up to 11, and you gotta admit, if it's not for the ugly Twomp faces, then for a Mario ROM hack, this is definitely going. At this point, would you even be able to tell? This is a Mario 64 ROM hack, if you're only looking at this level. Okay, I'm going for the gold here. I did it somehow. Yeah, that was scary because I was so close to failing the Twomp cycle. I am going to die again in this one because it does save a whole lot of time. Because there's another pose section that I just skipped by dying. Yeah, you don't need to do it if you are allowed the luxury that I have. Which, at this point, you're probably able to tell the general story of how this version is a lot faster. So there's like a skip in each section, major or minor. I'm not really doing them because I want to play it safe here. Because again, losing to a 5-minute level after doing some of it successfully, and like banking on the progress with the extra lives, not really worth it, especially in a marathon setting if you ask me. It's better to finish a little bit underestimate than wait, I missed a red coin. Whoops. That happened. So yeah, this, so we went through the something pole section, I don't even quite remember. Okay, I shouldn't have died here, but I guess I'm going very risky now. After going extra safe. There was the pole section, there was the tricky prisms, there was the flamethrowers, and here's the rotating platforms. You fell, that's true. Okay, I'm just gonna wait extra because again with 0 lives, yeah, I'm not repeating this level. Hell no. And if it depended on that flamethrower, I would have been repeating this level right now. And I am repeating this level. Yep, I really did want to fit in the schedule. That was pretty dumb of me, I do admit. Yeah, bottom line, I shouldn't have died on the flamethrowers. I just didn't need to. Especially with the way I approached them. So yeah, that's how to waste 4 lives and game over to a single level, with 3 of them being intentional. Yeah, even though I lost like 4 minutes at this point to this, whoops. Yeah, again, still way better than losing them to unintentional deaths, because, yeah, this level is pretty tough and pretty volatile, which is what makes running and playing this a living nightmare, at least on the other versions. Okay, so over here I didn't lose time, because of the pole cycles. And technically it would just be faster to do another section first and then come for the poles when they are in cycle, but yeah, trying to get the scary shit out of the way again. Repeat, let's go. Yep, you get to hear more of the music here and enjoy more of the level. And no, I am not going to try for the skips, just forget about it. Well, most of them, except for basically the skips of dying to save time. Also, yes, it is kind of possible to go on top of the structures holding these posts, and this would save a little bit of time if you're after it. But it's pretty finicky because you're navigating from post to basically ceiling collision. So yeah, with this being said, and the fact that I'm well repeating the same content, I guess I am starting to run out of things to say. The game is also starting to run out of content, all things considered. So just in general, a little bit early, I hope you've enjoyed this run, and I hope you've enjoyed this game, and let this be my second call to, well, tell you to go play the game, if you're into ROM hacks. Maybe not as a first ROM hack, maybe it would need to be a little bit more of an investment, either playing other ROM hacks or struggling on this one. If you go ahead and do venture into ROM hacks, but it will be worth it at the end. No, the content, yep. And I am going to do the same thing, by the way. I really don't need to stay in this section, or that one, whenever I go through it. The tricky prisms, similar story as the platforms earlier, that I died to one of them. It's basically that they flip whenever you do a jump, which I do try to use to my advantage here, or do try to... that. FM that. That was definitely something. Shall we try it again? I think we shall try it again. Okay, that's pretty scuffed. Yeah, at this point I'm throwing so hard that I should just quit the idea of any skips. Yeah, at this point I'm not even allowing myself dead skips, because with one life left, I better have it for insurance, unlike the other attempt. I mean, to be honest, I shouldn't be throwing the entire run to Cyberwave trial. Not on version 1.2 of the World's Dreams. No. Wahoo, that's indeed a pretty cool thing to say. Hi there, Mika's box. Yeah, I'm sorry, Twomps, for calling you ugly Twomp faces, it's just true. No hard feelings though. I'm even gonna wait here. And yep, that's the national anthem of the BOJ. What? Yeah, good one. Fun fact, when you have rotating platforms, usually they're not really, like, taking into account that Mario will be on top of them. So you might get screwed by this. At this point I have to finish this attempt even with the 0 lives, or I have to just, well, go overestimate. That's how... not again. Okay, lesson learned, never long jump out of those platforms unless you're already, like, having momentum or something. At least you're showing off what 1.2 offers, that's true. I hope I did enough propaganda of why you should play exactly this version of this game and nothing else. So yeah, do single jumps and double jumps and stuff like that instead of long jumps, because otherwise you don't get enough height fast enough to not get completely screwed over, and I died anyway. Good. Good. Okay, this time I'm gonna start with the prisons, because apparently they are the hardest section for today. Okay, I have the time for this attempt to get through and then be a little bit overestimate, either that or not doing the Bowser fight, but at least I would have the 50 stars. I didn't want to happen, really. The run was good until this one split. Yeah, I probably should have made a joke out of this. I kind of wanted to at the beginning, but I guess I didn't feel like it anymore. That basically Cosmo put us back on schedule and, like, killed it with his run. So obviously I'm here to destroy the schedule again, as is customary. Okay, this is just... don't fall apart. Don't fall apart, man. So I go this way. I do the single jump, I do another one, then you get the point. Yeah. Okay, now we step on the prisms like good boys. Right, guys? Entire run jinxed. Yeah, this entire level is a jinx by default. Again, I didn't even go for the skipping pose. That one would have been... oof. That one would have been a sight to behold the way I'm playing this level intended. Now you wait, because Twomp Psycho. Yeah, this level is kind of what sours the entire experience, but I guess it is the bonus content of this game. I never disclosed it, by the way, but you can't beat this game with 35 stars as any percent. 50 stars is just everything, and the difference between 35 and 50 you could also kind of see during this one. Like, clearing all the main courses is some effort, that's for sure. And you do have skills if you do that, that's for sure. But the difference between 35 and 50 is the real one. Yeah, at this point I'm doing this section because, wait. Ah, yeah. So I was doing this section properly. I was gonna say do this section in order to not die and lose yet another wife, but no, I do have to return a little bit over here. Yeah, by the way, if you're curious, my splits say that this split is nearing the 12 minutes of time. That with all the deaths. And my goat is like 4:54, all things considered. So yeah, that's just to tell you just how long this level is. I'm going the wrong way, yes. I should be going back off the level. Yeah, at this point this is a pretty hard fail of the estimate, and I died anyway. Great. Yeah, don't know what's going to happen to the run at this point, but I think you saw everything, because I think I showcased all of the sections. Except a little bit of the rotating platforms. But that's not gonna be a big miss. If worst comes to worst, I guess you will be missing the final Bowser fight, but you will see it for yourself. If you come to beat Cyber Wave Trial first, you will be tough enough to beat it anyway, even though it is a tough fight itself. Yeah, speaking of cycles, those balls were perfect this time around. Mario BOJ, that's true. Okay, those balls are not perfect in cycle, but that makes sense. I guess after the pose I will also try to die or something and gonna gamble it on the one wife again. Like, flamethrowers should be the easiest section, rotating platforms I should just ironically not hurry. And then I would be fine, or like, just not be stupid really. Like, I did take some stupid decisions with the cycles last time. In any case, yeah, yet again, at this point I can just reiterate how this was the entire run. Hope you enjoyed the game and everything like that. I did believe that with all of this over here, I did showcase the game extensively. So if you do want to try it out for yourself, you know what to do. ROMhacking.com, search for Super Mario The Lost Dreams. Or just The Lost Dreams, I guess that's enough. Wait, am I... No, this is the red coin. Okay. I'm not doing a content that I can skip. And let's go for it again. Yeah, just to save a little bit of time, because, yep, time is running out on the schedule. Or my split say so at least, so, you know. Well, I guess I wouldn't have it fail any other way, because at least I didn't bleed time on all the splits. Out of rust and everything. Yeah, this is scary enough to where I wait for the whole heave hole at this point. Let's see if I can make this jump. It appears that I can, that's a clear. Now let's take the return route so that I have the extra wife for it. And the heave hole stopped in the meantime, thank you very much. Okay, just one more section. It won't take long, it won't hurt, I promise. Overscheduled, that's true. I know. I did what I could, and apparently it wasn't enough. Suffice to say, this wasn't the perfect run. Again, shoutouts to the creator of the ROM hack, making it so that it doesn't need to be the perfect run. So yeah, that exists just in time for the 50th star. Yep. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you here for the final leg of the carnage in this level. 7, and there's the other section. Where is the flamethrower? Yep, we're gonna have a meeting over here. And some more rotating platforms, I think you get the deal by now. So yeah, as Sandro called it yesterday for me, this is definitely the run of all time. Oh! Uh-huh. I mean, the irony is that if I survived 5 seconds longer, I would have been able to die and just transport myself to the middle of the level, which is where the red coin star spawns. I'm waiting to see the fire, but it's probably gonna catch me by surprise in a little bit. Not surprised though. Barely called the Mushie run, and that's because he sucks right now. This level is so tough, man. Yeah, this level is comparable to some extra content in Fangames, I guess. And spot on the red coin. Now you just need to go back and catch the star. I'm gonna wait on the pole, especially because I'm not dying by a flamethrower at this point. Extra content is bonkers sometimes. Yeah, and the real problem in Mario 64 ROM hacks is you cannot really call this extra content. Like, it's one of the 50 stars in the ROM hack. So it's kind of not real extra content. It is the difference between any percent and 100%. But like, it's there to be beaten just like all the other stars in the game, because we have no way to differentiate from it. So the 50 star text box thanks you for playing the game, tells you the game is over. This is not quite true by official run definitions because of the Bowser fight, and that should be another 2 minutes and then we would be done. 5 minutes overestimate. My run yesterday was 7, and that was all about Cyberwave trial. Lucky thing though, we are getting straight to the fight, cutting to the chase here and not going through the level. Because this warp was also epically added in the update. Especially a speedrunner service. Because like, having to beat the same level a second time just because that's the rule that you have to beat Bowser at the end. After the 50 stars, and you needed to do the level earlier already. Yeah. Yeah, I guess do hit me up with it if this is not the GG, because officially this is not time, it's just the game telling me that I've beaten it, because it cannot tell whether I've beaten the final Bowser fight. Yeah, if I'm getting cut from the thingy, please tell me so I can just stop running or something. Now you have to trade the stars for Bitcoin and you're done. That's pretty much true. Yeah. Bowser? Bowser? Please? Please? Are you kidding me? Hoe, please. It's not even the hoe, it's me not being able to throw. Well, I sure am throwing the run, but I'm not being able to throw Bowser. Okay. Bubble Bomb's scary, I'm gonna be hit any moment now, yeah. Yeah, when Bubble Bombs appear or fires appear, I get pretty scared, so I try to throw immediately. And usually that doesn't even help much. 50 stars equal to Cosmic Crime, yep. By the way, game over. Yeah, please hit me up with the information of whether I should finish this or not. Because at this point I'm wasting people's time for them to watch this Bowser fight. You got the gist of it at this point. Bowser trolls are RNG, that's true. That's actually true. Or at least that's the officially acclaimed opinion. Yep. Throwing. Back to the fight. This time I have 4 lives, so at least you won't have to see the game over again. Damn, man. Can I please just kill the bull? Thank you. Okay. So, another cool feature of Bowser, because he's just so buffed in this boss fight. All his fires that he ever shoots onto the battlefield are also explosive, so if you stay in the range, not just touch the fires, if you just stay in their range, you're probably in danger. This Omega Bowser is a worthy foe, that's true. Yeah, also the holes could be relevant if I get to the 3rd Bowser throw. As you can see, the big boosts, or not the big boosts, but the dark boosts, as well as the bubble bombs, are an actual challenge. It's good that I threw Bowser off of the field, because I can kill the boo that way. I think this should be enough to have clutched the tail. It wasn't. That's quite bad, actually. When he does this attack, you're basically doomed and have to at least wait, if not more. Are you kidding me? I avoided one blue fire just to get hit by the other one. I avoided destroyed Bowser. He stole my lunch money. Oh no. Yeah, now the big turtle is going down after I heard this. And this should be enough. Yes. One more throw, guys. One more throw and the pain will be over. And our dreams will be saved. Can I touch the tail? Yes, I can. Can I kill the boo? Yes, I can. I didn't touch the tail, evidently. Yeah, again, Mario has to face kind of the same way as Bowser for this to work. And I missed again. Bowser throws. I seriously didn't want to be one of the more tail-end runs of the marathon, but here we are. Dude, how about we stop missing those? I even activated the other boo, what the fat meme. Yeah, okay, let's make no mistake, this Bowser fight is pretty tough, but at the same time... Oh, so now you disappear. Okay, this time for sure. And... I overshot. Okay, that's another meme in this hell of a boss fight. You can overshoot the bomb. They're like infinitely far away and you can still go over the top. Or... Yeah, at this point it's a literal over the top. Okay, this one was an angle difference. One more throw, yep. This is pretty insane copium at this point. I probably missed like 7 throws no cap. So, yeah. And mind that I'm playing on keyboard with a plugin that allows me to kind of cheat the rotation of Bowser, so that's dumb, but yeah. Okay, time will be on the fade out after I grab the giant heart which appears right now. About time, I say. Yep, that was a scuffed ending. And time. Phew, I managed to save our dreams, guys. We are gonna sleep tonight. With that being said, thank you very much for allowing me to do this. I will be back with another regular run that will destroy the schedule tomorrow evening. And tonight I will be participating in Fish Out of Water, finally FM64 Millionaire. Stay tuned for that. Again, play this game. Thank you very much for bearing with me. And I hope you enjoyed. And also here's the whole gang which we saved. With paintings. Pretty cute. Yep, that's all I can say. Let's check if there's anyone in Discord that I'm supposed to hear. I'm not hearing anything, so yeah, hopefully. Crack timer. Oh no.
Yeah, timer won't.
Ah. Okay, and I